Thank you for joining us today to learn more about the 2020 Des Moines Corporate Games. As an employee of a participating company, this presentation is designed to give you more information on what the Corporate Games is all about and how to declare your interest for events. So the Des Moines Corporate Games is a company competition that offers a variety of sports and events throughout the metro area, mostly during the months of June and July. Your employer paid a fee to participate in the corporate games, so all of these activities are offered for free to employees, interns, and company retirees. There is a wide variety of sports and events, including competitive, non-competitive, team, and individual. There are community-based opportunities as well as events that you can do from your desk or at home. Nearly everything listed here has a point system attached where companies can accumulate points to compete with other companies participating in the corporate games. So we're going to highlight a few of our unique events that we do. Starting first is our Burst Your Thirst Challenge, and this is one of those activities that you can do right from your desk or at home. And the Burst Your Thirst Challenge is designed to encourage hydration during the summer months. Participants use Live Healthy Iowa's online platform to record water intake as well as activity. To help your company earn points, you must record at least once a week for 5 of the 6 weeks of the challenge. Participants will receive a water bottle to assist with recording hydration, and this is a team activity, so employees do need to form teams of 2 to 10 people. Registration for Burst Your Thirst begins on May 4th, but you can show your interest in participating in Burst Your Thirst through your Corporate Games Manager account. We will show you a little bit later in this presentation on how to do this. And your company administrator, that is the person who is a lead or the lead people in your participation with the corporate games, they will provide further information on how to form your teams and register for Burst Your Thirst at no cost. Something that's new for us this year, the corporate games will be offering a series of webinars focusing on health and wellness topics. These webinars will last around 30 minutes each. Because of limitations with the number of participants that can watch a live webinar, these will be pre-recorded and employees will have a set length of time to register and watch the webinars to earn company points. And again, this is one of those activities that you can do from home or from your desk. We will also give employees a chance to ask questions ahead of each webinar, and these will be given to the presenter to answer live. More information on these webinars can be found on the Corporate Games website. The Blood Donation Challenge is one of our 2 community-based events and partners with LifeServe Blood Center to increase blood donations during the summer at a time when the blood supply is generally lower. This challenge doesn't award participation points, but instead is a completely separate award. And it is a great opportunity for companies that show a commitment to the community and another chance to win an award for the Des Moines Corporate Games. This challenge begins on May 1st to allow participants to donate twice during the corporate games, and companies can host a blood drive on site, and everyone, employees or not, can participate to earn credit for the company. Employees can also go to a LifeServe Blood Center location to donate and earn credit for your company as well. The Meals from the Heartland Challenge is another community-based opportunity for your employee to get involved to support a great local cause. Similar to the Blood Donation Challenge, there are no points given, but the top companies providing the most meal packing volunteers will win Corporate Games awards. And there's a couple ways to earn credit with the Meals from the Heartland Challenge. One is to take a group and volunteer at an open pack shift at Meals from the Heartland in West Des Moines, or your company can host and sponsor a mobile meal packaging event in June or July. Another way you can participate in the corporate games is to volunteer at one of the corporate games events. Volunteers are vital to the success of the corporate games, and our needs consist of tasks such as at athlete check-in at corporate games events, assisting with directing participants at the road race, scorekeeping at 3-on-3 basketball, etc. And no spots require any special knowledge and can be easily trained on site. Because volunteering is so important to the corporate games, volunteer points are worth more than participation points. And your company may have agreed to provide volunteers prior to the games beginning. And each company that agrees to provide volunteers has a set number of required spots to fill for volunteers, and additional spots may become available for companies to claim. Volunteers can be filled by an employee, but they can also be filled by family and friends 16 years or older. Volunteering has become a very popular piece of the corporate games. So if you're interested in serving as a volunteer for your company, you can show interest when setting up your account in Corporate Games Manager. And while we're talking about volunteering, I do want to mention that the Des Moines Corporate Games does have a charity partner, Adaptive Sports Iowa. And ASI provides recreation and competition opportunities for people with physical disabilities. Events such as wheelchair basketball, goalball, beat baseball, as well as an adaptive ragbri team. A portion of the fee that your company paid goes to ASI so that these programs can be provided at no cost. If you know of anyone that might benefit from these programs or like to volunteer for Adaptive Sports Iowa at one of their events, please contact us and we can connect you with the ASI staff. You can also visit adaptivesportsiowa.org to learn more. For on-site events, employees will check in at each event that you attend. And this allows us to confirm that you have agreed to the Corporate Games liability waiver, as well as assist us in reporting attendance at the different events. For events like Fitness Walk and yoga, the check-in is necessary to earn company points. But we are excited that this year we have a new check-in process for 2020. And in an effort to continue to provide better service while capturing the necessary information, employees will have two options to check in. Thanks to US Cellular and Cellular Advantage, our check-in system is online and mobile. So you can check in on one of the devices that's provided. See in the picture there, we have some check-in devices. Or we'll also have now a QR code that we'll post at the different events, and you can use your phone to use the camera app in your phone to pull up that QR code, which will take you to the check-in site. And as long as you have a current account in Corporate Games Manager and have agreed to the online waiver, check-in is super easy. You'll hit a check-in button, you'll put in your last name, find yourself, hit check-in, and that'll take care of you. So again, at the end of the presentation, we'll show you how to set up that account and agree to the waiver in Corporate Games Manager. We do have some communications that we do during the corporate games. Each Monday during the games, we send out emails to all of the participants. And these update emails have a recap of the previous week's events, details and reminders for the upcoming week. Also have a link to our company leaderboard so you can follow along to see which companies are doing the best. And you can see on the screen there an example of one of those emails where we'll put up some pictures and have a little description about each event and then what's coming up for the next week. And so this weekly email is also posted in the news section of the Corporate Games Manager in case you want to view the email again or pass on to your coworkers. And of course, there are awards for the corporate games. And so we do offer medals to the, in the competitive events. We do have top three, for the top three places, we offer gold, silver, and bronze. And that's for both the team and the individual competitive events. And then for the company awards, points are accumulated, as I mentioned before, in the different events. And they are participation points as well as placing points for anything that's competitive. And companies compete in divisions with other companies of similar size. And so after every event, the company leaderboard will be updated on our website, and that allows you to follow along and see how your company is doing. We also list the top three companies in each division in those weekly emails with a link to see that full leaderboard. So at the end of July, the standings are released. And on Friday, August 21st this year, the top companies in each division will receive a trophy in recognition of their accomplishments. On the Grand Concourse at the Iowa State Fair, we partner with Adaptive Sports Iowa during their event on the concourse to give out our awards and present our check with the donation to ASI. And so we give out those top three placing awards with the trophies, but we also give out a traveling trophy to the top company each division. You can see it in the picture there. It's a big trophy in the middle. And that's something that the champions for each division get to display at their office and for the next year to show everybody that they won. As we talked about with some of the challenges that we offer, the community challenges, we have additional awards for each company division. The top blood donating companies in each division will receive the Blood Donation Challenge Award, and the company in each division with the most meal packing volunteers will receive the Meals from the Heartland Challenge Award. We also have another award that we do where we like to recognize the companies in each division that provide the most volunteers and have the most volunteer points. So we'll have a volunteer award there to recognize those companies that did the best in volunteering. All right, so now we're going to talk about a little bit about the Corporate Games website, Corporate Games Manager, and how that piece is important to the corporate games. So the website is really important. This is where we have critical information listed for every event on the website. And we also have, of course, our Corporate Games Manager software that we mentioned that allows you to declare interest for events and interact with your company administrator. So for the most part, the website can answer any questions that you have for an event. From the time, the location, when a schedule will be available, the rules, how long approximately is needed to participate. The event pages were designed to answer the common questions that we've received over the years. And each event has its own page on the website with the same general information. If there's any questions that come up that you cannot find online, we're always happy to help out. And that might even lead us to adding additional information to put on the website for that event. So now we're going to talk a little bit about Corporate Games Manager. And this, again, is built into the Corporate Games website and is really the backbone of the organizational side of the corporate games, both for our staff and for your company administrators. So in Corporate Games Manager, you can declare interest for your events and volunteering, see if you've been selected to participate in a team event, view news from the corporate games staff or from your company administrators, as well as contact your company admins if you have questions. Corporate Games Manager also sends email alerts if you are selected for a team sport, which the team sports do have a limit on the number of teams per company. And it can also send you an alert if you have been assigned to a volunteer spot. And it'll give you the details for your volunteering. Using Corporate Games Manager is very simple, and we've included a short tutorial on our website that shows you how to access or set up your account. It's got screenshots and everything in there with directions. To set up your account or access Corporate Games Manager dashboard, just click on the dashboard button that you'll see up in the upper right-hand corner there of the screenshot of the website. Got it highlighted in yellow. And if you're a new user, you will need to have your company code. So this is what is used to attach you to the correct company. Your company administrator does have that code, and if you're unable to get the code from your admin, just let us know. We're happy to help. The best way to get a hold of us is through our info email address, and it's info@dmcorporategames.org. So as you can see there, also on the website, we've got a highlighted area down there near the bottom, employee registration and event check-in instructions. That's where you'll get to see more information on how to use Corporate Games Manager. So this screen here is the basic setup screen when you're first getting started. If you're a new user, after you hit the dashboard button, there's a login screen. If you're a new user, at the top of that dialog box, it'll say new user, register here. So this is the screen you'll see if you're registering as a new user. And we just need some simple information, an email address, which would be your company email, and if you have one. And then you set up your own password, need first name and last name. And then we do ask for gender and date of birth. The reason for that is it's necessary for certain events to show you that what you're eligible for. Different things with cross country, basketball, shooting, track and field, they're age group based and gender based events. And so this will allow the system to show you the events that you are eligible for. Again, there's where the company code goes in. When you type in a code, if you type it in correctly, the box will highlight green, and underneath it'll show you the name of the company you're signed up for, just to give the confirmation that you are signed up for the right company. And then at the bottom there, you'll see the question if you're interested in volunteering to help earn company points. And when you hit select, it'll give you a yes or no option. And by saying yes, it simply is putting your name on a list for your company administrator so that when they are looking for volunteers, they have a group of people to reach out to first. So once you've set up this account, you'll go to another screen to log in, and then once you log in, it'll ask you to accept the waiver in Corporate Games Manager. And for if returning users, you won't have to set up the account, but you will get asked to review your information and then agree to the waiver as well. So that concludes today's presentation. If you have any questions, please contact your company administrator or reach out to the Corporate Games staff. Again, our email address is info@dmcorporategames.org. Thank you for joining us, and we look forward to seeing you this summer.